another turnover. Oh, this is trouble.
Stop it! I want to go higher! That's what I'm talking about right there. That's your point guard, Neil Funk, going upstairs to get that ball. Woo!
Is that an elevator? Way. Heinrich, good defense. Lead pass.
Whoa! Stop it! Stop it! Do not do him like that! What are you doing, Dragons? Did you not get the memo? Derrick Rose can go upstairs. Woo!
He double clutches this. Watch this.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, he actually pumps this ball. Watch.
I want to go higher. Oh my goodness!
With their recent spurt, now at 44% from the field, 17 for 39. What a move by Rose! Oh! Yes, and it counts over Joel Anthony.
If you guys are looking for a stacked NBA 2K or Fortnite account, make sure you go to sportstnb.com. That's right, no more Twitter. He has an official business website, sportstnb.com. There you'll be able to view all the accounts, see the prices, and get what you need. The link is in the description. Go click it and see what he has to offer. The youngest MVP in NBA history, Derrick Rose, returns to the park in NBA 2K19. Now, obviously, this is a throwback. This is prime Derrick Rose, despite the fact he's actually playing pretty well in the NBA right now. All of you that don't know, I'm sure most of you do know, before the knee injuries, this dude was a monster. When I talk about athletic freak of nature, man, the memories I have of this dude, like, he would be the guy dunking on people while he's still going up, he's throwing it down. Now check this out. We went to the stage. We're going to play twos. It was just me and Lockdown, normal lineup. You see a 99 overall shot creating slasher. Pretty much a Derrick Rose build. But you see first game, OMG don't lose. This dude is probably like the best center on the game, if not one of the best centers on the game. But he's playing on a pure rim protector, and he's playing with a sharp shooting rebounder official Jeffy or Jeff. I don't know, official something. So you already know it's going to be a tough game, especially because, I mean, they're running double bigs. And we're on a shot, I don't even know, a 6'2" shot creating slasher. I don't know. We're small. They're big. It's going to be tough on the twos. But right off the rip, you see we're struggling. We're down. I mean, this is probably going to be one of the toughest games we're going to get. We're down 9-0. We're down 12-0. To make it even worse, we're down 15-0. But we end up getting a stop, so we still have a chance. Now let's talk about Derrick Rose for a little bit, all right? You guys enjoy the gameplay. Derrick Rose was like Russell Westbrook, except not as... Is hot-headed the right word? You guys know what I'm talking about. You know Russ, like, he's... Obviously, it's his competitive nature, and it's a positive, but at the same time, it could be a negative because sometimes, you know, he forces stuff. Derrick Rose was a lot calmer, a lot more level-headed, but he had all the athleticism. I mean, the dude was the youngest MVP in NBA history, man. Let that sink in. All the greats. Michael, LeBron, Kobe, Shaq, Wilt, Larry, Magic, the list goes. Derrick Rose was the youngest one to win a league MVP. Now, some people say LeBron should have won that league MVP. I can see it go either way. I mean, Derrick Rose led the Bulls to the best record in the league. And they had a good team, don't get me wrong, but, you know, he was definitely the main driving force. I mean, it was kind of like role players and Derrick Rose to an extent. I don't mean to minimize anybody else on that roster in 2010, 2011, but Derrick Rose was obviously the main guy, the driving force of that team. And you can't take it away from him. He deserved the MVP. No doubt. There's always an argument about who deserved the MVP, but you know, you can't say he didn't deserve it. He was amazing that season. They ended up losing in the playoffs to the Heat, I believe, in the conference finals, if I believe. But nevertheless, it was a great season. Then obviously Derrick Rose's career, it was just injury plagued, man. He had the knee problems, and that's what listen, when you're as explosive as he was, and the way he used to jump stop and spin move, you see we come back against OMG, so that was a pretty dope game to come back from down 15-0 to win 21-15 on the, you know, the 99 overall Derrick Rose build. But as I was saying, the amount of like force and torque he used to put on his knees and his ankles, and just from the jump stops and the spins and the way the ferociousness that he used to leap with to throw it down and then come down and land on the ground, going against the big bodies down there. I mean, eventually, especially as a smaller player, it's bound to happen, and unfortunately it did. But we can't take anything away from him. He battled for a long time to get healthy, dealt with even, you know, multiple injuries, battled, then he came back. I believe it was this season with a 50-point game for the T-Wolves. I mean, you got to give him credit, man. That type of, you know, mental toughness and to fight through the adversity and the injuries. I mean, a lot of people would just give up, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, it's just not meant to be, whatever the case may be. But shout out to Derrick Rose, man, for having that mental fortitude, that toughness to come back and be, obviously, I don't think we're never going to see the MVP type Derrick Rose that we saw. He'll never have that type of athleticism after the injuries that he's dealt with, but he's still a very, very good NBA player, man. I mean, obviously, you score 50-something points in an NBA game. Obviously, you can do some things. And he had a good bounce back season playing for the T-Wolves. Like I said, we'll never see that type of athleticism ever again from him after these injuries, but I mean, we had never really seen anybody with that athletic. You see late smothered layups. That is some D Rose stuff. But we've never seen anyone with that type of athleticism. Some people, you know, will say Russell Westbrook obviously is another very, very athletic point guard, but and he certainly is. I'm not taking that away from him. But at the time, we had never seen anyone like Derrick Rose. Like, he was. I had to go back and watch some clips before I made this video, just so that, like, you know, until you like see it, your memory kind of twists things. Like I said in my intro, he was the type of dude to be going up, throw it down over somebody, but he's still going up. Like, his body's still going up, but he's throwing it down to dunk. That was the type of freak athlete that he was. Besides the fact he was fast as hell, man, in transition and his first step and all that, bro. It was something to see, that's for sure. I remember watching him battle with the Heat in the playoffs, and it was a sight to see. Look at this, is the perfect clip, man. We throw it down on the big man right here, right? Left hand, throw it down on him. The dude is on the ground, like, struggling to regain consciousness. And, like, you get the close-up of him right here, Derrick Rose, and you just wave goodbye to him as you... That is such a good clip, man. Check this out. This build, obviously, is not mine. This build is Bane Vigilante's. He is a speed-boosting 99 overall shot creating slasher. So slasher primary, secondary shot creator. If you want to see more of this build, I'll leave the link to his channel in the description, man. He's, you know, just starting off his YouTube channel, so anybody that goes and wants to see this build and show him some love, man, I'm sure he would greatly appreciate it. But basically, we went to the stage. We were going crazy. We had to leave the stage a couple times because it's like, we can't, like, once you win a couple games, nobody else wants to step on the court. But we definitely played some comp. You see, we're playing like Elite Threes almost every single game. We played OMG, who's one of the, you know, the best centers on the game, and we were still able to win on a small speed boosting shot creating slasher, man. I've been saying it for years. You can win on any build. All you got to do is have the IQ and obviously have the right teammates on your team. Well, this is just 2, so just the right teammate. But even on 3s or 5-on-5 or whatever, you know, whatever the case, you just got to have IQ and the right teammates. But look, even playing against a pure lock and a pure rim protector, we're still finding ways to get it done on the small slasher. We're throwing lobs over these guys' heads, like jab step, left hand dunk on the lockdown. We were going crazy, bro. I'm not even going to lie. It really felt like D Rose was out there. He was just so explosive and athletic and getting in the paint, dunking on people, and, you know, kick out, lockdown on the drive, Euro step, beautiful move. One thing I will say about this build was, besides the fact he was like dunking over people and super athletic, was his ability to finish in traffic, contested against bigger defenders. Like, this is against lockdowns and rim protectors, bro, and he's finishing layups. He just dunked on the rim protector to end the game. That's really some Derrick Rose type stuff. This man was a monster finishing around the basket. He was so creative with reverse layups. Look at the head above the rim. Literally, his head just smacked the rim. Freak athlete type stuff. But he was so creative around the basket, reverse layups, floaters, you know, adjusting shots in the paint. I mean, look at, against bigger defenders, Derrick Rose type stuff, man. 22-year-old league MVP, man. Obviously battled through injuries to get to where he is now, but the youngest MVP in NBA history, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. We just had our best month ever on YouTube. Your support means so much to me, man. I can't thank you guys enough. You guys have a great weekend. I'm out. Peace.